Hi, I'm Jessie, and like any good city dweller in the past few years, I have been plagued by lockdowns and more days at home. So as a way to combat that, I've acquainted myself with overnight hiking. And just to add to the fun, I thought I would vlog some of my adventures, whether you like it or not. I do have a small hike planned with a couple of friends out in the Royal National Park. It's down to Uloola Falls campsite, which I've been to before, and it's a really great and accessible walk if you're after something that is just a weekender that's close to Sydney and is not going to completely drain you of all of your energy. You start at Waterfall train station, and then you hike straight down to the campsite, which only takes a couple of hours. So the next day you hike out via Carlo pools, which in my opinion is the perfect place to make your morning coffee, maybe go for a swim ahead of the crowds, weather permitting. And while doing the walk this way does mean that you have a pretty steep incline out of the valley on your way out, it does set you up for that perfect coffee moment, which I think you'll probably soon notice is a big part of my hiking adventures. Finding that ideal coffee spot to have that moment to myself means everything to me. This walk really never ceases to amaze me. I'm always really surprised at how out in the bush I feel, despite being pretty close to civilization. So fingers crossed that this walk's not going to be too muddy tomorrow, and I'll catch you at the trailhead. As it turns out, there aren't many trains running this weekend because of the public holiday, so I'm here in my car picking up my mate Chris. Hey, here he is. Hey, how you doing? Here we are at Waterfall train station and the Uloola Falls trailhead. We've got about 5 k's ahead of us today, so it's pretty breezy. We almost ready to go? How we feeling, boys? This makes for great content. Thank you, Chris.
Well, after a pretty muddy start to the walk, we've come out to this field, which is equally as squelchy.
These two walking along this golden field with that super blue sky.
Hello, Ella.
Hey! Well, I kind of thought things might get a little better once we hit the fire trail, but alas, that's what La Nina will do to you. Look at the tadpoles! There's actually so many of them. This guy's got his back legs.
Chilly.
Look at this tree that's leaning over the creek here. It's pretty amazing. It's like framing that view of the waterfall. So after a long day getting our feet pretty wet on the track, we finally made it to Uloola Falls campsite, and I have found the perfect spot to pitch my tent for the night.
So, first time trying my Cedar Summit Ether XT Ultralight Insulated. Let's see how this works.
Here we go, I'm all cozy and set up for the night, and I got all this beauty on my doorstep. This is what it's all about, finding that perfect spot, a couple of great friends to spend the evening with. This particular moment brings me so much happiness, and I am so grateful.
You say it wouldn't get any better than this?
I would say not getting any better.
So we are here at the lesser known but insanely beautiful part of Uloola Falls, and it's just upstream of the campsite, but it's this beautiful secret private waterfall oasis. We're just gonna sit back here and enjoy the last few minutes of golden hour, and we'll see you back at camp.
All right. As you can see, the sun is well and truly gone down, so I think it's time for some camp dinner.
Smoke was coming up. I thought my head thing was on fire.
Tonight for dinner, I've got last night's pasta sauce. It's not looking so incredible right now, but I'm sure it's delicious. I'm pretty excited. I'm hungry.
That's like red hot.
So we've had to retreat into the tents a bit early tonight because, as you can probably hear, it is raining pretty heavily outside, as we knew it probably would. So this will be a good litmus test, the strength of my tent in this rainy weather. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. I don't want to get out here in the mud. That's not a light shower. Good morning.
True to forecast, we've woken up with a bit of rain, but I reckon this is still a pretty good place to have my morning coffee. Today's campsite brew is brought to you by New Paradigm Coffee Roasters. Please ignore my pretty haphazard coffee making out here. There's no scales or dosing going on, just my trusty AeroPress. Look at that. That's barista quality right there. Look at that crema. Beautiful. A lovely hot coffee with a couple of wheat bix. I'm ready to fuel my day. so sure my camera's gonna be that good, but right out in the distance there, you can just spot the city. Pretty cool. We've really gotten so lucky this morning. Like, we woke up with a bit of rain, but as soon as we hit the trails, it stopped. And now it's just divine.
Now we've arrived at the always lovely Carlo pools, which has coincided with a bit of sunshine.
It will be hard to cross.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to cross that
I mean,
in
it's
a
going to
second.
be a very adventurous crossing endeavour. There's no negativity here.
We should get closer and check it out. It's a little bit of water flowing, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That should be fun.
More water than last night.
If you've ever been down to Carlo, you'll know that this is a pretty rare sight. I think all of the rain has scared most people off, despite the sun coming out this morning. But I tell you what, I'm not quite game, because that water feels like it's about 15 degrees.
Wow, you really got to watch your footing here. It's super slippery.
I mean, does it get any better than this?
The sun is out, the water is flowing. It's just so beautiful. So we just slogged it up the hill here until we reached this pretty amazing outcrop that's offering us views through the twisted gums out into the valley from where we came. Just amazing as far as the eye can see. We made it back to civilization at Heathcote train station. Do you know if that was our train that just went past? Let's have a look. 27 minutes. Wonderful. Time to sit down and take a load off then.
Here we go, made it back to the cars. We're ready to start again.